Oprah's CBS camera crew are refused entry to Lahaina wildfire shelter out of respect for survivors seeking safety. Oprah Winfrey's camera crew was denied access to an emergency shelter on the Hawaiian island of Maui after she had attempted to bring a CBS crew inside the facility where survivors continue to struggle in the aftermath of the devastating fires that tore through Lahaina. In a statement, the county of Maui said, "Out of respect for those who have come to seek safety and shelter at emergency shelters, our policy remains that no media are given access. We welcome Oprah to continue to uplift our community's spirit and give her aloha to victims of the tragic disaster and appreciate her understanding of our policy of no camera crews or reporters in our emergency shelters. Mahalo." About 30 minutes after the post, the county clarified that Oprah was allowed inside, but not her crew. The denial comes days after Oprah was filmed inside a shelter handing out supplies to survivors of the deadly fires that claimed 93 lives. "Oprah was able to visit our shelter and we thank her for instructing media journalists and camera crews to remain outside," the county wrote in an update about Oprah trying to enter the shelter. "We welcome Oprah to continue to uplift our community's spirit and give her aloha to victims of the tragic disaster. Her visit inside of the shelter today was truly heartwarming and we appreciate her understanding of our policy of having no camera crews or reporters accompanying dignitaries and celebrities in our emergency shelters." Late last week, Winfrey was granted access to the War Memorial Stadium in Wailuku, which is being used to shelter evacuees from the wildfires. Despite the county's policy of granting no media access to the War Memorial Shelter, Winfrey was interviewed by the BBC inside the shelter when she was there on Thursday to hand out supplies to survivors. She told the BBC she'd visited the evacuation point earlier to ask what people needed. She then went to big box stores to pick up pillows, diapers, shampoo and more, before returning to the shelter. It's not clear why the BBC was allowed to record Winfrey at the shelter on Thursday, but the CBS News crew with whom she arrived Sunday morning were denied access. Winfrey owns some 1,000 acres of land on Maui. It is unclear how her property fared during the wildfires. Part of her real estate portfolio, according to the New York Times, includes hundreds of acres of land in the Kula area to the southeast of Lahaina, the seaside town devastated by the fires. The known death toll from the fires climbed to 93 on Sunday. DailyMail.com has reached out to the county of Maui for comment. Oprah Winfrey is one of a large number of celebrities who have homes on the island of Maui. In addition to Oprah, the island plays part-time host to Jeff Bezos, Steven Tyler, Owen Wilson, Clint Eastwood, and Mick Fleetwood. Following the fires, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez pledged $100 million to recovery efforts on Maui. On Saturday, Governor Josh Green toured the devastation on the historic Front Street of Lahaina. He said, "It will certainly be the worst natural disaster that Hawaii ever faced. We can only wait and support those who are living. Our focus now is to reunite people when we can and get them housing and get them health care, and then turn to rebuilding." At least 2,200 buildings were damaged or destroyed in West Maui, Green said, of which 86% were residential. Across the island, he added, damage is estimated at close to $6 billion. Green said it will take an incredible amount of time to recover. Speaking to CNN, Hawaii Senator Mazie Hirono spoke of what she saw on Maui following the fires. The Democrat said, "The scenes of devastation will stay with me. We are in a period of mourning and loss as we search for more people who are still unaccounted for." At least 2 other fires have been burning on Maui, with no fatalities reported thus far, in South Maui's Kihei area and in the mountainous, inland communities known as Upcountry. A 4th broke out on Friday evening in Kaanapali, a coastal community north of Lahaina, but crews were able to extinguish it, authorities said. Peg Alm spent Wednesday night sleeping in her truck after being forced from her home in Kuhiai as another fire broke out. "I didn't know about Lahaina until the next day because we made to evaluate," she told DailyMail.com. After seeing those heartbreaking pictures of the devastation on the local news, Alm signed up to help with the relief effort after answering a call put out on social media. "I was tired of waking up and crying the whole morning," she says, before wiping away more tears as she recounts her memories of the historic beachside town. This is like the soul of the island has been ripped up, says the Michigan native, who has lived on Maui for 15 years.